Hello. So here I am, back on the documentation train. I thought I would start doing a little vlog about yet my latest weight loss attempt. So I'd been looking out there and looking out there and looking for things. Most of you know I've been doing Weight Watchers, and that was okay, but I feel like it's feast or famine with me. I'm either doing really good or I am so derailed and just having a horrific time. So the weight that I had lost, I pretty much have put back on, especially if you're looking at the date of this video. It's during the whole pandemic, social distancing, quarantine situation going on. So I'm sitting at home, I'm working from home, I'm, just home. And I feel like we as humans, we have to find ways to cope with our stress and anxiety. Okay, at least I know I do. And I generally turn to food. So that's been an issue. So, I if I were to go back and do the diary of all the weight loss issues and of all the weight loss things I've tried, I remember okay. As a little girl, I remember my mom and her best friend doing the old Richard Simmons Deal-A-Meal. Yes, I'm dating myself. I'm 47. I'm going to be 48 soon. So I remember us doing those. There was a Deal-A-Meal, and Richard Simmons had like a daily talk show. Anybody comment if you remember? Do you remember that? Do you remember Richard Simmons having like a daily talk show where he'd hug all the women? Oh, I love you, la, la, la. So my mom was doing that. Then my mom also did Overeaters Anonymous. She did Tops. She did the Weight Watchers as well. I remember something where her and my dad were eating all boiled chicken and vegetables, which was disgusting. So that kind of set the tone for the weight loss. I look back at pictures. I wasn't even that overweight, but I had brothers that were picking on me and telling me I was overweight, and I just felt like I had to lose weight. Then in high school, I started working at McDonald's, and I got free meals when I'd be working. So of course, and back at that time, before the days of the FDA being all cray-cray, when I'd work closing, we could take all the leftover food home with us. So there would be tons of burgers and whatnot going home. And if I'd work the breakfast shift, we could take all the leftover biscuits and everything home with us. So it just started a whole path of bad eating. I remember being in high school and I did like a slim fast diet to lose weight for my senior prom. At the age of 17, I was so happy that I got below 200 pounds. I was 198 pounds. So if that tells you anything, I'm 5'5". So by no means was that a healthy weight. And it just kind of went from there, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight. Then I had my daughter, and my OBGYN suggested a weight loss drug that had come out. It's called Meridia. I took it. I loved it. Loved it. I lost so much weight. My husband was taking it too. He loved it. FYI, my husband passed away in the last several years of a heart attack, and it was known to cause heart problems, and the FDA let it go through anyways. When I took it, I lost a ton of weight. I was super antsy and motivated and, just jumping off the walls. And I did experience, my hair got fairly thin from it, which needs to be dyed right now, but that's neither here nor there. And so it was great. And then they took it off the market. So once that happened, back on came the weight. I hit my lowest. I was like 150 pounds. I lost like 70 pounds when I was on it. So go off it, back comes the weight. Since that point, I have done Advocare, Isogenics. There was some other shake program that I did. It was like a base vanilla shake, and there were little packets of like flavorings you could add to them. It wasn't Shakeology or whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, whatever. I've done the Weight Watchers a million times. I've done keto. I've done low carb. I've done the intuitive eating where you use the hunger scale and you stop when you're full and blah, blah, blah. And those are great, but I still derail. And it's hard for me once I derail to get back on the train, so to speak. So I was surfing around and I found a video or information about Contrave, the weight loss medication. Now, my daughter, who's 20, has told me that she feels that I am now cheating because I'm taking a weight loss drug, which, okay, Maybe I am. However, I'm going to preface by saying I had been taking Wellbutrin as an antidepressant along with an anti-anxiety pill. And Contrave has Wellbutrin and another medication in it. I do not work in the medical profession. I work in accounting, so I can't even pretend to know the chemical makeup. So I talked to a doctor about it. Not my doctor. I talked to the doctor on the Contrave website, because for $40 you can talk to yourself a doctor and they will write you a prescription. So as bad as that sounds too, it seems a little corny, but they knew what I was taking. I weaned myself off of my Wellbutrin, started my Contrave. So yesterday was the end of week one. Pardon me. I lost about 3.5 pounds in the first week. I made no changes except I simply was more cautious. I was using like a good, better, best. This is good, but what can I do better and what's the best? And I've stopped a lot of the nighttime eating. I was a binge eater at night. So have I had side effects? That's a big thing. I'm in all these Facebook groups and they're so great, but everybody is so flipping scared about all the side effects and all the bad things and this and that and this and that. And everybody posts all the bad things. And they say when you have a bad experience, you tell 20 people, where if you have a good experience with anything, you tell one. So it's hard to be on those sites and to maintain my positivity about it. That's why I'm here. I had asked in the groups, are you vlogging? Are you so if you see this, I encourage you and I challenge you, because you will start a vlog on day 1 or day 7, and then you can compare it to maybe week 1 to week 20 to whatever, I'm like, eek. When I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, I can see all that. So that's kind of where I'm at as well is, have I had side effects? Back to that, I digress. A little. I felt a little bit squirrely because the amount of Wellbutrin in it, which is an antidepressant, it's higher than what I was taking. But for the most part, I haven't had any of the other issues. But I also really had to get in the mindset of, I'm not going to have these issues. I'm not going to have these problems. So psychologically, I was like, nope, I'm just going to do this. This is going to work for me. It's going to happen. So that's where I'm sitting in week 1. Have I noticed a decrease in hunger? Maybe. I don't know. Is it placebo or is it that the pills are kicking in? Some people don't experience significant hunger loss or reduction of appetite till like week 7 or 8. I don't know. But I feel like not to use the pill as a little crutch, but to use it as a stepping stone, so to speak, to get my head right, because I know what I have to eat. We all know what we have to eat. We know what we need to do to lose weight, but we can't get our brain to go along with the plan. I don't like keeping to the plan. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm using this in conjunction with just focusing on good, better, best. What can I do that's best? If I'm going to have ice cream, I'm going to have ice cream, but maybe instead of having that's a bowl, Tupperware bowl, maybe I just have that much of it, or, something like that, rather than doing this fasting and low carb. Whatever works for you. But I want to get my head right first, and then I'll work on really focusing on having a diet implemented, or an eating plan. I hate the word diet. Let's say an eating plan in place. So if you are following along with me on this, good luck to you. Please, I encourage you, leave comments. Tell me what you think. Just don't be mean to me, because I'm a human. I'm nothing spectacular. I just thought if I can help or if people can relate, it might be a good thing. So, best wishes to you all. I will keep you up to date. I'm going to do this weekly. That is my intention that I'm putting out in the universe. I'm going to do a weekly video, whether it's good or bad. The other thing is I'm really trying to not weigh myself every day, because like yesterday I had an amazing day. This morning I hopped on the scale and I was like up 0.2 pounds, which is nothing. It's nothing. It could be I had some salt yesterday. It could be that Aunt Flo is in town. It could be whatever it could be. So I really want to get in the habit of only weighing myself once a week. It's so hard when that scale is taunting me in the bathroom, but that's my goal, is to weigh myself once a week, to keep up with my medication, to focus on doing good, better, best practices, and really to just work on getting my head in the right spot. The other thing is I'm actually going on vacation in like 7 weeks. So if I could get down, I don't even have a goal, but if I could get down like a size in a little less than 2 months, that'd be pretty cool too, because I don't like being the fatty sitting on the beach. Hence why I call myself fatty. Don't tell me I'm self-deprecating. I hear that all the time. That's just, humor is my way of trying to accept myself for who I am. So that's me. That's all I got. All right. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for upcoming videos. I cannot wait to hear your stories. Have a fabulous day. Bye.